A lot of people think healing is one moment. One day you wake up and you're over them. You feel nothing, you're free, you never think about them again. But that's usually not how it works. Healing happens in layers, in stages. You don't just wake up one day and magically move on. You move through things. And if you don't understand that, you'll mistake progress for failure. You'll think, why am I still thinking about them? Why did I have a good week? And now I'm hurting again. Why do I miss them if I know they were wrong for me? Why do I still check their socials if I'm supposedly healing? People scare themselves because they don't understand the process. So let's talk about the real stages, because once you know where you are, you stop wondering if you're doing something wrong. Stage 1, survival. This is the brutal stage. You can barely think straight. You wake up with dread. Your chest hurts. Your appetite is weird. Your sleep is off. Everything reminds you of them. You replay the relationship over and over. You check your phone. You check their socials. You look for signs. You wonder if they'll come back. You wonder if they ever loved you. You wonder how someone could act like that. This stage feels endless. It isn't. But while you're in it, it feels like your whole identity got ripped away. And let me tell you something important. In stage 1, don't expect wisdom. Expect stabilization. Eat, sleep, walk, drink water. Don't blow up your life. Don't beg them. Don't humiliate yourself chasing closure from the person who hurt you. Just get through today. Then tomorrow, get through that one. Stage 2, obsession with less pain. This stage confuses a lot of people because you're not in total agony anymore, but you're still mentally hooked. You function better, you laugh sometimes, you work, you go out, but they're still living in your head. You still hope, you still stalk, you still imagine them coming back, you still talk about them every day, you still think one text could change everything. Then you start asking yourself, I'm not hurting as much, so why can't I let go? Because pain faded faster than attachment, and that's fucking confusing. You can stop bleeding long before the emotional cord lets go. That's normal. Stage 3, clarity starts fighting fantasy. This is where something powerful happens. You begin seeing the truth more often. You remember the mixed signals, the lies, the coldness, the inconsistency, the selfishness, the breadcrumbs. You start realizing I wasn't loved the way I deserved. I was anxious all the time. I carried this relationship. I kept making excuses for behavior I'd never tell my best friend to accept. Fantasy still shows up, but now clarity interrupts it. Before, fantasy controlled the story. Now reality has entered the room. Think about that. The moment clarity shows up, your standards begin coming back. And standards are healing. If you're recognizing yourself in one of these stages, tell me in the comments which stage you're in. I read the comments, and I promise you, you're not the only one. Stage 4, detachment, with occasional echoes. This is a beautiful stage. You don't need contact anymore. You may still be curious, you may still check once in a while, you may still think about them, but they no longer dominate your nervous system. You can hear their name without falling apart. Hours go by, then days. Sometimes you suddenly realize you haven't thought about them. Life starts becoming interesting again. New people look attractive. Work matters again. Peace starts feeling better than chaos. And here's something wild. Sometimes this is exactly where they reach out because life has a strange sense of humor. Only now you're looking at them with completely different eyes. You see their limitations. You see the patterns. You realize they were never magic. That's growth. Stage 5, indifference, with gratitude. This is the deepest healing. Not hatred, not bitterness, not revenge. Indifference. You genuinely wish them well from a distance. You no longer need an apology. You no longer need them to suffer. You no longer need them to choose you. You no longer need answers. You understand enough. And one day, you might even feel grateful, not for what they did, but for who you became because of it. Stronger, wiser, more selective, more self-respecting, more emotionally intelligent. Now let me tell you something. People don't move through these stages in a straight line. You can be in stage 4 and have a stage 2 day. You can feel free for a month, then hear a song and suddenly feel emotional. You can be detached, then dream about them, and feel strange all morning. So what? That's not relapse, that's memory. Don't confuse temporary emotion with permanent regression. That misunderstanding keeps people stuck. And here's something else. Some people secretly don't want to heal. not consciously, but because healing means the story is really over. If I fully let go, what if I meant less than I thought? If I stop hurting, who am I now? That's deep. Sometimes pain becomes part of your identity. Healing asks you to become someone new, not just someone without them, someone with yourself. As the Heartbreak guy, let me tell you what I've seen over and over again. People think they're trapped forever. Then 6 months later, they're in stage 3. A year later, they're in stage 4. Then one completely ordinary Tuesday, you're driving or making coffee, and it suddenly hits you, holy shit, I haven't thought about them in weeks. That's how healing happens. Quietly. No fireworks, no dramatic ending, just less obsession, less pain, less emotional charge, more you. So ask yourself honestly, where are you? Are you surviving, obsessing, getting clarity, detaching, or finally at peace? There's no shame in any stage, only awareness. Because once you know where you are, you know what to do next. If you're surviving, stabilize. If you're obsessing, reduce contact and reduce triggers. If you're gaining clarity, trust what you're seeing. If you're detaching, keep building your life. If you're finally at peace, protect it. And if you'd like help getting through your own stage of healing, you can book a one-on-one session through the link in my bio or reach out to me on Pop Call for chat, voice, or video. And remember this tonight, healing doesn't usually arrive with fireworks. It sneaks up on you. One day you laugh and you don't think of them. One day you hear their name and your stomach doesn't drop. One day you realize they're no longer the center of your story. You are.